This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. All right, so we got Young Thug on Jonesboro on the song Jonesboro. He's talking about street dude with a bunch of lives like a tiger. Okay. Do tigers? Oh, like a big cat. Okay. Y'all guys just a bunch of dykes. Effing dudes. What? Guy told, and he was my homie. I can't miss him. Ain't nobody feel him. Tell me what you seen. Tell me what you saw. I done ran it up. I'm guessing which broad. I'm gonna take him home tonight. I'm trying to see if I can take it home tonight. Seen a Joan getting shot at the light. Yeah. They got to arguing over a new crack pipe. I saw the seamstress. Just my pants ain't tight enough. Now, I don't know, man. Like people were like, oh, he's dissing Gunna here. He could be dissing any of the 8 people that took a plea deal. His brother took the worst one of all. When they revealed his little plea deal, the paperwork, he was ready to take the stand and point the finger at Young Thug, the guy who hired a lawyer to get him out of jail years ago. Say it ain't so. You can't make this up. Your anger is targeted in the wrong way. Okay. Young Thug has a right to be mad at Gunna because he put him on. But he's got to be equally mad at everybody else. Unless he knows something we don't know. Which is possible. But Gunna unfollowed Little Baby and Young Durk because that audio got leaked. Supposedly that was between Young Thug and Little Durk or Little Baby or something like that. Talking about, I'm going to drop my album the same day as him. But they didn't drop on the same day, so I'm confused. But it is what it is, Let's just say this. There's no honor amongst thieves. People will rat on each other. Very few people will stand tall in jail. Rick Ross wonders why there wasn't a cable attached to the Submarine. A lot of people wondered that. I looked it up a while back. I was like, the weight, I guess they couldn't have 2 miles of cable that would be strong enough to lift the sub or something like that. That wouldn't have saved it anyways. The pressure crushed that submarine like a can, like you stepping on a can in 2 milliseconds. It's the pressure of like 19 elephants or something at that depth. And I mean, when you see the guy describe the submarine, it looks like he used Home Depot and Camping World parts to put the thing together. I mean, you had to know this might not go in my favor. They don't even take military or Navy subs that low often, because it's so much pressure on the submarine, I don't know if you've ever seen any of those submarine movies, but like they simulate like the pressure busting screws and stuff under, like while they're diving deep. I think most subs travel at like 3,000 feet below or 1,500 feet below, something like that. Anyways, it's crazy we even have submarines. It's crazy. Young Thug's album, underwhelming to most fans, but he is in jail. He wasn't, you got to give him credit. He's not home. At least he dropped something, right? LeBron James demolished so he bought a house for $37 million in Beverly Hills, demolished it to build his dream home. I'm like, why? In California? Bro, the taxes in California are crazy for property tax. I mean, he's probably paying How much? Let's look it up. It's very easy to find. Okay, so let's look up a house in Beverly Hills on one of these real estate sites. You go here. Let's just go Beverly Hills, California. Okay. Let's see what the tax is on. Let's see the most expensive house we can find. And we don't have to go that crazy, but we could just go 12 million. No, here's one for 25 million. Okay, boom, 25 million. Here's one for 42 million. That'll be more. Close. Okay, so $42 million to get this house. Your taxes, because this is public information. Just your HOA fees are $5,000 per month. $112,000. That's just for your state. Then I think you have local. That's crazy. Or city or whatever. You know how they break it down. First you have the city tax. Then you have your county tax. You have 2 taxes on a house. It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. It's let's see. Maybe they cap it at a certain rate. Here's another one for 31 million. But this is just land. Just land in California is 31 million. Yeah, California. Here's one for 65 million. Jeez. That's a ton of money to spend on a house. Just giving that much tax to the state is crazy to me. I mean, it's just like, I know it doesn't matter to LeBron. It's like he's probably used to it at this point, but just thinking about that, it's just like they don't do anything with the money. These things must be godfathered in. Some of these only have tax for $10,000. But your income, his income is taxed at a crazy rate. But I don't think he can avoid that because he's on the Lakers. But why would you how do you know you're going to want to settle down in California? I wouldn't want to stay in California. The taxes are so crazy on your income and everything. It's crazy. And you can't avoid that. Like, you can't I'm going to pay myself into a corporate. No, he's paid in California. He's a Laker, Like, he can avoid it with some other stuff that he makes money with. But don't believe all these gurus online. Academic says Young Miami is a side piece. And she took offense to that. Again, second time. I am not a side piece. Shut your mouth. Da-da-da-da-da-da. It's like, that's the gist. I don't even have to read it verbatim. It doesn't, because that's basically what it sounds like. I'm not a side piece. But she is a clown, and she's not that talented. She has personality, but she's not that talented. She said, "I'm nobody's side piece." Let's make that clear. I don't come second to no girl. Academics. My name ain't DICK, so keep it out your mouth. I love it when girls go right there. They go right to the D. You a type N-word. My uncle doing life sentences. What? You the type of guy my uncle doing life sentences for. Oh, man. Someone look up her uncle. Young Miami Uncle Crimes. Young Miami acting skills clowned. She is a clown girl. She really is. Okay, so Nicki Minaj, she owns a $20 million house in Hidden Hills. I guess they just bought it a few months ago. 6 months ago. Well, the neighbors want her gone because her husband, and this comes with the territory, her husband is a registered SEX offender. Just like her brother. I'm not, listen, Nicki can rap and everything, but some of her life choices are a little confusing. This was a rebound. Okay? Going back to something that's familiar. I don't see this relationship working out in the long term, unfortunately. I would say, like, I'd give it, like, 5 more years. And I you know, I hate to say that because there's a kid involved, but I don't know, man. You know, people change their minds about stuff. I mean, it happens in our personal lives. Don't think it doesn't happen in these people's lives too. Okay, they're normal people just like you and me. But you can't get rid of her. She owns the house. The neighbors are upset though. The neighbors are upset. But you can't control who moves next door unless you live in like a HOA or something. And even that's hard. It's not like you have to pass a test to buy a house. Only if you live in like a... There's certain HOAs, I guess, where you have to apply. That's very rare. That's mostly in like the city where you have co-ops and stuff, you know. There's a board and they have to approve you to buy the house. I think that's out the window at this point. People just want to sell their houses, you know. I'm sure there was suits brought against boards for like preventing. You can't make her move though. She's probably loving them that they don't like her. My neighbors don't like me either. So, we already talked about this. Gunna Unfollows Lil Baby and Lil Durk. Anyways, that's the start of the day. I appreciate you all. This is Jordan Tower, JT News.